Hi, this is Dina for Splitcoaststampers. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to make this standing card called a decorative corner card. When the card is displayed, the features on the front stand out. These are really fun to make. To make the card, you'll need a half sheet of cardstock for the base, a strip of cardstock that's 1 inch by 5.5 inches, layering panels for each of the panels that we're going to score on the base, 2 1-inch circles, which can be die cut or punched, a focal image, which can be stamped or die cut, and some embellishments of your choice. We'll start by scoring the base in even quarters. So that's at 2 1/8 inches, 4 1/4, and 6 3/8 inches. If you have the Score Pal tool, the same one I have, those measurements are already marked for you at the top with little bullet points. So they've made this very easy for you. Once the score lines are done, you'll fold and crease on all the lines. And we're going to make each one of those a mountain fold with the fold coming toward you. The next step will be to score the 1-inch strip down the center at 1/2 inch. And this piece is going to act like a hinge for the card and help it stand up when it's displayed. Go ahead and give that score line a good crease as well. The 1-inch circles will be scored and folded right down the middle, and these are going to create a little platform for the focal panel to help it stand out away from the front corner fold when the card is standing up. Next, I'm going to prepare my panels for layering. I wanted to stamp a sentiment on the front panel, so I used my MISTI to make sure that I could fit it on there just right and get a good impression. Now, I showed my layering panels earlier. These are cut to fit each quarter panel of the card base. The darker layers here are 5 1/4 by 1 7/8 inches, and then the smaller panels are 5 inches by 1 5/8. You'll want to choose colors that coordinate, and then be sure to make at least one panel that's lighter so that you can write your message on the back of the card. So these are all ready to adhere to the base. When you glue your panels to the card base, just keep in mind that the 2 center panels are going to be the front of the card, and the outer panels will fold around to the back like a gatefold. So here the far left panel is going to be the right panel on the back, and the far right panel is going to be the left panel on the back. If that confuses you, you can wait to decorate those panels until you've put your card together. Here I just alternated the pattern paper panels with the solid cardstock, and that worked out for me so that I have my sentiment on the front right panel, and when I flip my card over, I can also add my message to the panel on the right side. Next, we're going to add the hinge to the card, and this is going to connect the ends. The best way that I found to do this is to glue one side first, and with my card base face up, just tuck the hinge piece under one end and line the score line up with the edge of the card. If you wanted to cut your card base from larger paper and have a hinge built in, you could do that too. You would cut it to 5 1/2 inches by 9 inches and add an extra score line at 8 1/2, and then you'd have a 1/2 inch tab at the end that you could glue into the other side to complete the box. Then I'm going to glue the other side and fold the card like a gatefold card. And then when I fold the last panel over, the other end of the cardstock should just line up on the other side of the hinge. The next step is to glue the circle tabs onto the front of the card, and I did that really easily by holding them together on one side and then gluing the open sides at the same time. If it's easier for you to glue them one at a time, that's fine too. These are going to line up right with this center fold on the front of the card, one on each side of the line, with the fold lines right against the fold line of the card. If you use liquid glue, you'll have a few seconds to get them wiggled around and positioned just where you want them to. When the glue is set enough, you can flatten those circles out and put glue on that side of the tabs. Those tabs create a little platform for your focal image to sit on, so that when you have the card standing up for display, that panel will stand out from the corner. It's such a cool design. I used a stamped image here, but you could use die cuts or you could fussy cut an image. If your images are smaller, you could choose a shaped die cut to be like a base panel for them, put the larger panel down first on your little tabs, and then arrange your other pieces on top. I have some snowflake die cuts that I wanted to use to decorate my card a little more. Some of these are going to peek out from behind my focal panel, and some will go on top, and then some right on the card itself. I like the ones that peek out from behind the edge of the panel because they look really cool just hanging out there when the card is displayed. In the photo tutorial, Laura added a little sentiment tag to her focal panel, so that's another idea for you. You can add more than one set of circle tabs to your centerfold too. I have a sample that I'll show you at the end where I have 2 panels on my card. Here's the finished card. And here you can see how it looks when it's displayed and how that front panel stands out. This is the other card that I made using 2 sets of circle dies on the center fold. There you can see how the fold looks kind of behind the scenes. This is a sample made by our tutorial author, and you can find more of her work in the gallery. Thank you so much for watching.